Right, hello, welcome. Joshua Fuchs here with Obsidian Business Advisors. Welcome to our Capital Edge program overview. Today we're going to go through a little bit about who Obsidian is, what we do, what the Capital Edge program is, what challenges some businesses face these days, and how our program caters to the needs of those businesses that are facing those specific challenges. So first off, who is Obsidian? We're a 10-year-old business advisory firm. We've helped business owners obtain a minimum of $75,000 to $100,000 guaranteed in funding from a variety of funding sources with rates as low as 0%. Now, this is awesome because you work with us, you know you're going to get $75,000 to $100,000 or more minimum guaranteed, provided that you follow the steps. We have a 12-step process, and that you follow all of our guide and our lead. So we do a lot of loans, both personal and E&IM based funding, where we provide you with business and personal term loans, business credit lines, business credit cards, receivable funding, equipment financing, SBA Express, SBA 7A funding, real estate funding, and a whole lot more. So again, we are able to do owner-occupied funding in specific states because I am licensed in about 4 or 5 states. Non-owner-occupied loans, investment properties for commercial and residential, and then we also provide fix and flip funding, including 100% rehab costs. Soon we'll be offering 100% fix and flip funding for those that go through our program. We've got some very unique funding programs we're building out, beta testing, and making sure that we can offer that to our clients safely and securely, and make sure that it is something that people can qualify for and benefit from in a very large way, combining that with our normal fix and flip funding, giving you 100% fix and flip funding. So with that, we provide various types of funding which are very low cost, and our number one goal is to help make your business bankable so that you are able to get funding, any type of funding that your business desires, based on having the right structure and all the right elements in place. Now, who is Obsidian? We formerly operated under ObsidianBizAdvisors.com for the last 7 years. We work exclusively with contractors, okay? As you can see, we offer job management, scheduling software, dispatching, financial management. We're a Zero certified partner, so we offer integrations with Zero, Zapier, business acquisitions, helping people get funding to buy out. We helped structure, produce some of the marketing material to help finance and get funding for businesses to go acquire other small contracting companies. So we've been doing this for the past 7 years. Well, now we're offering this a 12-step process that we've perfected to everybody, to all business owners. We love our contractors, but we also understand that there's so much more people to help out there, and small business owners to help out there with what we can do versus just focusing on the contractors. So we have now redone our website. We're now offering stuff to every business owner out there that is a small to medium-sized business, and we're guaranteeing a $75,000 to $100,000 minimum funding to grow their business. And the new website is obsidianba.com. So, who am I? What qualifies me to do this stuff? Now, I'm a president of several companies that I own, multiple business owners you can see down here. I am a finance officer, certified personal business credit specialist. I'm certified compliance specialist, CCIM certified commercial real estate agent. This is former. I'm no longer a real estate agent. Certified mortgage planner. I'm a licensed mortgage broker, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, Texas. That's my NMLS number. Former SCORE mentor, multiple business owner. Like I said, I own a couple different companies. And then my education ranges from global business management, finance, computer science, real estate investing, and then again, actual 19 plus years of experience in the funding arena and finance arena. So I've seen everything from SBA, private funding, VC funding, equipment lending, everything you can think of. I've pretty much touched it, smelled it, felt it, dealt it, and helped people get funding for it. So let's discuss challenges for small to medium-sized business owners and what they currently face in the marketplace. So some of the barriers to accessing capital are time in business, their experience, business plan. In fact, I wrote an ebook about this that you should definitely download if you haven't, which is the 12 reasons why businesses continuously get declined. Make sure you download that and get access to it. It will open your eyes as to what you may or may not be doing, and how we fix all 12 of those through our Capital Edge program. Now, the business plan, you got to have a sound business plan. Financial projections, you want to make sure that you know where you're going and that the lenders know that you know where you're going. Historical financials, healthy credit mix of both personal and business credit. You want to make sure that you do not have derogatory credit, but a lot of businesses do. Verifiable income. Some of them aren't making profits. There's a lot of them out there that are taking losses, and that hurts their ability to get funding. Revolving utilization is high because they're taking a lot of the debt on themselves, and they're over leveraged because they don't have the right kind of funding options for them that they are available. They just may or may not know about them or don't qualify. So business credit worthiness, this is huge. People need to establish business credit. It is far better than utilizing your personal credit. Net worth, they want to see that, some lenders want to see that you have assets to pledge and some liquidity as well. So these are a lot of the barriers that the 12 reasons why businesses decline you, or businesses are being declined ebook talks about a couple of these, but it goes in more depth about the actual 12 reasons why, which are different than some of these as well. So make sure you download that ebook. Now, common barriers, these are some basic common barriers. Access to capital is always a number one issue. According to the Small Business Administration, the 67 to 70% of all small to medium-sized businesses struggle with credit and funding. Imagine that. That's 70% of all the small to medium-sized businesses out there. There's a reason for that. They're taking on too much debt personally. This destroys their personal credit. It drastically increases your debt-to-income ratio, which will disqualify you for funding and reduce your credit score. Business owners don't separate their business debts from their personal debts, and that's why they get into this position right here. They don't establish strong business credit, so they can start putting corporate loans and corporate funding in the businesses under the business's EIN rather than their Social Security. That's huge because when you start to utilize this, you don't utilize this as much. And so your FICO scores stay higher longer. Imagine that. Not fixing their existing challenge personal credit. Some people just let their credit stay bad. It's like you do have options, right? You do know that you can fix that. There are companies like us who actually go in and we restore your credit. We've got our back-end department our credit department that will go through your credit, make sure that you have everything that you need reviewed and what's going to be removed, and then get it removed one way or another. Not staying on top of financials or bookkeeping. This thing made me want to pull my hair out when dealing with contractors. Love them to death, but their bookkeeping was all over the place. It's just horrible. So we've put in safeguards and can offer a very low cost solution to handle your bookkeeping so that you are on top of it every single day. It's done for you. So your bookkeeping is done daily reconciliation so that you know exactly where your business is on a daily basis. How are you going to ever grow your business if you don't know where it is today if you're trying to grow for tomorrow? Not protecting the personal assets from their business debt. You start accumulating a certain amount of assets, you're going to want to protect them. You're going to want to protect your business assets from that of your personal assets from that of your business. If somebody, let's say you got a couple rental properties and somebody slips and falls and you don't have those properties properly protected, they could come after your business. See how that works? You want to structure that stuff. That's stuff that we can provide and help with. Again, not obtaining the right mentorship, learning, just not knowing some of these things. This is what we do. We don't expect you to know all of it. We know that you know what you're doing, running a restaurant, building houses, providing different services to people, whatever that is. We know that you know your business. We're not saying that at all, but we do know, based on our experience, that you're not running it as optimally as you could. There's just too many variables to do that. So we have marketing partners that we could refer to you. We've got a lot of things that could help your business, starting with the Capital Edge. So what is the Capital Edge? Well, having the Capital Edge means that you are fully bankable or fully fundable by all the major funding sources that are available, including major banks. It means that you meet the criteria of all major lending institutions, including the SBA. Okay? Now, Capital Edge program is a 12-step program that was created to assist small business owners in qualifying for affordable sources of capital that truly help businesses take their business to the next level or have a fighting chance to even start their business. Now, to help them become bankable, this is where they can go to any bank and obtain funding after our 12-month program and obtaining $75,000 to $100,000 in guaranteed funding from us. Our goal is to get you in a position where you can now walk away. You got your training wheels off from us, and now you're on your own doing it and maintaining it, right? And being able to remain bankable moving forward. We help businesses overcome the obstacles and challenges they face. Those 12, the ebook that I wrote, and those 12 actual reasons why businesses get declined continuously, we help provide and overcome those obstacles and challenges of starting a business or running a business, which is like, example, lack of business credit, bad or insufficient personal credit, lack of solid business plan, no HR department or policies and procedures for that, lack of improper bookkeeping, and more. We look at these and we dive into them and help you with all of that. So let's look at what we do specifically. So the Capital Edge program is a 12-step program that's designed to assist pre-launch setup, startup, and existing small businesses have access to capital, affordable capital, to start, grow, and reach their full potential excuse me, by obtaining large enough capital to start or grow their business. We also provide additional partner services that help improve overall compliance and financial stability of each business as they grow. Imagine if you do net term, right, for your clients, your customers, and you could have somebody run all of your credit for you. So each customer would fill out a credit app, they would apply for credit, and you don't even have to deal with it. You just hand it off, they do it, and then every single customer that comes through the door, you give them net 30, but you're still getting paid on that invoice immediately. Imagine that. That's something that we provide. The Capital Edge program also has a Credit Edge program built into it where we fix up and restore personal credit and build their business credit. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more in a minute. The Capital Edge program does not compete with banks or credit unions. We are not a lender. I need to repeat that. We are not a lender. We are a packaging business consulting company. We actually help you package yourself, get yourself into all the minute criteria that banks look for, put a package together, and then submit you to the banks to get, and various lenders of all types to get funding that serves your business, not hurts your business. Now, banks, credit unions, and additional lenders refer their declined business owners to us, so we can actually help them get the Capital Edge, and then we refer them right back to that bank for, guess what? Business term loans, SBA 7A loans, and express loans. Now, it's crucial for small businesses to identify the right type of capital for their circumstances and then strive to meet the underwriting criteria for approvals. That's exactly what we're able to do. We have a lot of different funding options for you, and we get yourself in a position to be able to provide you that $75,000 to $100,000 guaranteed minimum funding, and then open the doors for a lot more based on allowing you to grow and getting you in those scenarios that become and make you fundable. So let's talk about what's in it. What are the benefits? Well, we fix up and clean up your personal credit. Bad credit is okay. You don't have to have perfect credit with us. We help a lot of people with bad credit. Build your business credit. Now, I'm not talking about giving you a software and saying, hey, slap on the butt, good job, go build it yourself. No. We actually obtain a limited power of attorney from you so that we can build your business credit for you. Now, there's some things we ask of you, but we do the majority of the work. We do about 85-90% of the work. Now, we would set you up with over 7 to 10 various trade lines in different phases, and we never charge you for the net term trade lines. Uline is a big one. We set you up with Uline. We're not going to charge you for a $10,000 Uline net term line of credit. That doesn't make any sense. It's part of our program. You get that. We don't charge you anything for it. It's part of our Credit Edge. So Credit Edge, these two right here are the Credit Edge program. Okay? Capital Edge has this built into it, and I'll explain that in a second. We established $75,000 to $100,000 in guaranteed minimum funding for your business from various low-cost funding sources. Provide fast cash now through revenue-based loans to help you enroll into your program and use those funds in our MAP, which is our Massive Action Profit Plan, to maximize those funds for our program. So if you've got immediate needs, We'll help you get a revenue-based loan, fast cash. We don't really care for those loans, but we'll do it as long as we've got a plan in place to use those to accelerate our program. And we've been doing this for a while now, and it's phenomenal to see what you can do when you have a little bit of that extra cash to give yourself a boost. So here's some more of the benefits. We audit and review your HR services to make sure you are compliant. You have an employee handbook. You've got job descriptions written out, and you have the ability to post something online when you're hiring a new employee. We've got something that's super inexpensive that can help you do all of that. It'll blow your mind how little you pay to get so much from what you're going to get for having a external HR department, pretty much is what it is. Bookkeeping, same thing. Audit your bookkeeping and record keeping, as we have a low-cost solution to help your books be reconciled daily and keep your receivables on track. We even got software that you could utilize to keep you up to date on everything, so that way you can put projections in there and see where you're at based on your projections. Imagine having that. We help you build a business plan, right? Which is another thing that we do. We provide you a customary business plan. In that business plan are revenue projections, expense projections for a 36-month term, right? Imagine having inside your own bookkeeping software through another software that pulls from your bookkeeping. You could log in and see day to day, are you on track? Are you off track? Are you on track? Are you off track? And see where you're at with your projections. That is so powerful because it allows you to make adjustments in your business to reap a lot of benefits and rewards on what you need to do to obtain that goal. Your projections are a goal. The more you're able to hit your projections, the better off you're going to be, and the more bankable you're going to be because you're showing that you're actually doing what you said you were going to do. Now, imagine automatically running credit checks for your business customers to provide them at terms. We kind of talked about that. Helping businesses obtain SBA, Express, and 7(a) funding loans. This is where we can actually go. If you bank with a credit union or a community bank, but they turned you down, we can get you in the position to go back to them and get funding to where they're going to go, wow, this is awesome. Like, you guys really made a turnaround. And then that's when you can become a referral or affiliate partner of us and just refer them, have them refer to clients to us, and we'll make sure that you're compensated for it. So, Capital Edge program funding terms. Our funding options include real estate funding, SBA, corporate credit cards, corporate credit lines, personal credit cards, personal credit lines, term loans, corporate term loans, to name a few. And again, we've got various options such as equipment financing. So when you enroll in the Capital Edge program, you're agreeing to not get funding anywhere other than from us. Unless it's a refinance on your home, that's perfectly fine. You can do that. But we don't want any crazy spending, buying cars. If you have needs for vehicles for your company, you come to us to do it. The reason why is because we have to make sure that everything aligns with what we're doing in our 12-step process to maximize your fundability, right? You'd be surprised how many people mess that up. Our rates typically run from 0% up to 12.99%. Sometimes it's a little bit higher depending on the loan type and what your needs are. But again, we're not a lender. We work with a lot of lenders. Terms from revolving up to 10 and even 20-year paybacks. And again, you know, we typically help small businesses and medium-sized businesses. What is a small business? Well, a small business owner is someone who set up a business with a state corporate commission office. It doesn't have to be your state. Could be remote, could be domestic or foreign. However, you do have to be a U.S.-based business to work with us. If you're looking for, a lot of the time they want to see brick and mortar, but that's okay. You got to be set up as a corporate entity. LLC, S Corp, C Corp, LLPs, trusts. You have to, you have to obtain an EIN number from the IRS. And you typically have to have a physical business address that's used with the IRS. There's some things that we may require of you to build your corporate credit. One of them is a valid, actual physical business address. There's a lot of companies out there for $99 a month that you can rent a virtual office from. Those are perfectly fine. They work very well. You got to have a business phone number. We recommend like Ring Central or something like that that's listed with the 411 directory. And again, these are things that we will help you do inside the program. right? If you don't already have them. So our goal is, at the end of the day, it's to help small and medium-sized business owners obtain a minimum of $75,000 to $100,000 while enhancing their funding profile, their fundability, their bankability, improving their fundability to help maximize their growth while providing them with other solutions that help them remain compliant, screen new business clients, fund consumers. We also provide consumer financing for those of you that don't have it. We got some very good solutions for that. And we also help improve revenues through hidden revenues through your database. We got some options for you to be able to take your database, market some links to them, and generate a lot of money off of it, several different ways that will kind of blow you away, and there's no cost to you. So that's always great. And then stay on top of their financials. Small business owners are the foundation of what this country is born, and we want to do everything we can to help protect the owners by separating business liabilities from their personal liabilities. I saw that it's a little bit of a issue here. Business liabilities from their personal liabilities. Sorry about that. And debts while allowing them to grow. So it's pretty simple. I want to show you some funding examples. Okay, this one was for $24,000, 0%. This is a Simply Cash business card, American Express bank card for the business under the EIN. This one is for $50,000. So what I want you to understand is that when you get approved for these types of businesses under the EIN, they are much, much larger than personal, and they don't go on your personal FICO or your personal credit score or your personal credit report because it's under the EIN. We have several programs we actually have created that do just that are specific for our customers, that are very creative. It gets you trade lines, it gets you money, it does both things, and it helps you build a strong business credit profile. So we charge based on how much does this cost? What does a program look like? I know about you now. Thank you for telling me. I've been on it for 20 minutes. We'll get to the point. What does it cost? All right, so we charge based on performance of the following items: fixing and rebuilding personal credit through the Credit Edge program, which is built in here; building business credit, that's part of the Credit Edge; obtaining funding for your business and getting your business bankable. These are all basically done with performance-based. Now, we do collect a fully refundable commitment deposit. We are, based on the tier you qualify for, we got to have you have skin in the game. There's no way around it. We do so much work and provide so much value that there's just no way we could do that to just say, yep, sign up with us and we'll get started. We've got costs, expenses, and things that cost us money to do this. So we have to get a commitment from you to know that you're in this for the 12 months with us, right? We need to know that you're ready to play and make a big change in your business. Now, we refund it back to you off of your first invoice, so you get it all back. You get all of it back. So tier 1, based on your qualifications, which I'll go over in a second, $695 fully refundable deposit. That is going to be 100%. Now, we don't make any money off this. This just covers hard costs. And based on risk, that's why we have tier 2. It's $1695, fully refundable. Again, we'll accept payments on the $1695, but we won't start the program until it's paid in full. So you guys can do that for tier 1, tier 2, but we typically get the $695 up front. A lot of businesses that see the value in what we're doing just pay it. They don't even blink, okay? Tier 3, no commitment deposit option, and you must qualify. So let's talk about what does the qualifications look like. Tier 1, you must have a 660 FICO or better and must not have any lates, bankruptcies, or foreclosures in the last 5 years. You can have collections. That's okay. We can get those. We'll get those removed. But this allows us to go, okay, they're not as much risk as a tier 2, which is somebody that has a 660 FICO or less. Let's say it's roughly a 659, right? But they got challenged credit. They got foreclosures, bankruptcies. They've got various collections. They've got late pays, whatever that may be. Okay. A good chunk of the businesses we work with are here or the next one. Tier 3 is our no commitment fee option, but you must be in business for a year and have a minimum of $15,000 in revenue and no outstanding stacked revenue loans, meaning you can't have 3 or 4 stacked loans. If you have one, it's got to be more than 50% paid off for us to be able to do it. The reason why is because for tier 3, you literally are required, in order to have the no commitment fee, we require that you do a revenue loan with us. But we also put a map together, a massive actual profit plan, to make sure that this is something that you absolutely can benefit from. Meaning we're going to do whatever we can with some of those funds to have you put them in a place that helps accelerate the capital edge. Maybe paying down some of your personal debts so that your utilization ratios drop and it improves your utilization ratio. What if we get you to a certain level where you have the right credit score, but you have high utilization revenues? We actually have bridge funding that we can provide you to do that. So tier 3 must obtain an immediate revenue-based loan through Obsidian, right, to waive the commitment deposit. Now, two things. There's a $4,999 deferred credit edge program deposit. Because that's part of our capital edge, it's deferred. You don't pay $4,999 up front for business credit or personal credit. We defer it. So if you are a tier 1, you get both. Based on your credit, you get both. You don't get them separated. They're just together. So you get both no matter what, and we will do everything we can to help improve your credit, but we'll also bridge fund you money for, there's a separate cost for that, but this is due on your first funded loan, right? So it's performance-based. Everybody else out there wants you to pay for it up front. We don't. Each loan that's funded, and again, when the first loan is funded, we do have a performance fee that will be charged, and the maximum amount on that is 10.5%, all the way down to like 2%. So it depends on the loan type. But we will, on the first funding, have this fee and this deposit actually, and then the actual performance fee, which is due, coming from that funding, right? Then once you're done, it's just performance fee. This is only a one-time deposit. So we defer it until we get you funding so that we can get you in a position, start getting you a lot of funding, and then you pay this, and then you pay the performance fee. Very simple. We're doing this because we want to help businesses. We know we want to reduce the outlay that they have to put to get results. We want to provide results and really get it to where you guys are super happy with what we're doing and spread the word and allow us to really, really grow as a company ourselves and help more businesses. So with that, that's basically the quickest way I could do it. I know we've been on here for 25 plus minutes, and it's time to let you go. So getting started is super easy. Just go to obsidianba.com, or the affiliate who sent you here. Just have them click on the link that they provided you. Click the apply button, and then begin your journey to obtaining $75,000 to $100,000 minimum in guaranteed funding or more. Joshua Fuchs here, President of Obsidian Business Advisors. Thank you so much for your time, and make it a terrific day. Take care.